Yeah, welcome to today's class. We're going to be looking at the concepts of probability in this class. Concepts of probability in our discussion today. Of course, this is remote school. I'm a maths teacher. My name is Mr. Ben. You already know this is my contact in case you want to reach me privately. You can also reach me in this phone number or the email address shown on your screen. The concept we're looking at today is probability. And in this probability, there are few things we intend to achieve. We call those things objectives. So we intend to achieve few objectives. Pascaline, what is our number one objective in today's class?
To identify occurrence of events in everyday life.
Okay, number two, Francis.
Define probability.
And then number three, we're going to discuss the chances of certain events occurring or happening. So most events in our everyday life occur by chance. Of course, we are fully aware of that. Whether an event occur or not, it depends solely on chance. And when we talk about an event depending solely on chance, we are saying that most events in this life really don't happen because they were planned to happen, but because chances are that those events should happen. So we can now define probability as a measure of likelihood of an event happening. Is the chances or tendency of something happening. So in everyday life, we make use of the term probability, but we want to specifically look at what probability is today. Now, we're going to consider a certain statement, and we'll ask ourselves a few questions about this statement. So, number one, Pascaline, is what?
When we take examinations, we may either pass or fail.
So this is an absolute fact. When you take examination, you may either pass or fail. It depends on your preparation for examination anyway. If you did not prepare well, sure, you will fail. If you prepare well, you will pass. Number two, Francis.
So there's nothing showing here. It's cracking.
Okay, let me look at it again and find out why it's cracking. Why its prom is coming to class by this time.
Okay, so
Okay, number two, Francis.
number 6 is coming up when a die is thrown.
So that depends solely on chance because we already know what a die is. And when you throw a die up, the chances of it occurring is by chance. Number three, Nigeria becoming the richest country in the world. Is this going to be possible?
No,
Can be
it's not.
Can be possible, right? Cross River State becoming the most developed state in Nigeria. This also can be possible. This also can be possible. Then Muna will give birth to 6 female children. This is very, very possible too. And the possibility and the chances of this happening is there. All these form of activities are called experiment, and in each example, the outcome is left to chance. We are not certain whether any of the above will ever happen or not. So that's why it says probability. It depends solely on chance. We are not sure of that. Okay, so this is going to be a discussion class now. Now, we're going to discuss this. Number one, let's look at number one. Pascaline, what do we have in number one?
chances of a woman becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
Is it going to be possible, Francis?
So, for now, no.
Pascaline, is it going to be possible?
Yeah.
Okay, Francis, why do you think it's not going to be possible for a woman to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria now?
Because even among the women themselves, they don't support each other. So, how do you expect a woman to be president when the women don't even want their fellow women to be president?
Promise, what do you have to say about that?
Um, it's possible given the circumstance.
So, what circumstance are we talking about now?
Like if the country is more developed or something in some few years' time.
Okay, so Pascaline, what did you think? You were saying that it's possible for a woman to become a president of uh, this country, even now. So why do you think so?
Because like in Nigeria now, gender inequality is actually the cause why women are not allowed to participate in politics. But these days, there are many organizations fighting against gender inequality, and women now go to school. And also, the UN are also on it. So, you have many organizations in Nigeria that are now fighting for women rights. And not almost such women, like apart from those that are left, they do not have chance to go to school. So women can be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Francis, do you have any contrary opinion to that?
So, for me, I feel that even amongst those women, they don't even support it. Because to be honest, check in Nigeria, most of the women are supporting even the women that are there are supporting the male president. And the most powerful women themselves too don't want the others to be president. So I think
But
for now, I don't think any woman will have chance maybe in the next 50 years.
okay, according to Pascaline, she said UN is in support of women coming up and participating in politics, and there are so many organizations now are coming up supporting women rights and gender equality. So if these things are in place, I think there is a probability that one day, maybe in the nearest future, even if it's not happening now, a woman have a chance of becoming the president of Nigeria. But it seems Nigeria politics is a male-dominated politics. Don't you think so?
Mm. So if you think, so if you, yes, it's male dominated, but there are also many women there because in the Senate and even um, chairman in the parties, there are also women there. So it's not really male dominated.
Okay, so the idea that it is a men world when it comes to politics, I think that can be corrected. Don't you think, Pascaline? Hello, Pascaline.
I
I said the idea that it is a men-dominated world when it comes to politics. Do you think that idea really holds water?
I don't understand.
That when it comes to politics, that men will always win. When it comes to an elective position, men will always win. Do you think that's the right idea to cultivate?
No.
So what do you think should be? Because what Francis is hammering is that even if they give women chance to elective position, women themselves will turn and fight and insist that a particular woman should not represent them because they don't know what they represent. But I think as a growing woman, you should know why is it so. Pascaline, do you get that?
Yes.
Okay. Promise.
Yeah.
If you are to decide who should become the next president of Nigeria, would you want a woman to become one?
It doesn't really matter as long as the person does what he's supposed to do.
You did not answer my question. The question demands a yes or no answer.
No.
What's your reason?
Mm.
It's taking you too much time. Francis, I know you also say no. So what's your own reason?
So actually, okay, they said every, because to be honest, every gender wants to succeed. So there's no way a male will not say a man does not want to be the president.
So why do you think a man should become the next president of Nigeria again? Because as it is now, men has failed us already in this country. Why would you want a male or a man to become the next president of Nigeria again? Just look at what is happening.
Because there are also women in this same place that the males are. It's just that the males are more projected than the women.
Okay. We'll leave it at that for now. We are coming back for that debate. Number two, the chances of school resuming next month. Is it going to be possible?
No,
Why?
it's not possible because number one, the rate of this spread is high now, and even if you try to enforce the social distancing, you won't follow every student everywhere he goes to or she goes to. So I don't know.
Okay, so Pascaline, what do you think? Is there any chance of school resuming next month?
That's if the government will do what they are expected to do because they're not doing anything right now.
But they have isolation center.
Which one is isolation center? They're not doing anything. They're just staying there telling everybody to start home. Whereas they're not providing anything. So if people now die of hunger or what? So if they do what they're expected to do, school will resume, but as for now, they are not doing anything, so there's no probability of school resuming.
Oh, okay, that's great. Promise, I want to find out from you. The next one we have for discussion is Nigeria becoming the most powerful country in the world. What do you think about that?
It's not possible
Why?
because Nigeria is not a serious country.
That's your country. Oh. Okay, Francis, what do you think? Nigeria becoming the most powerful country in the world?
Sir, no, not for now, no. Like in the next century, no, because we have not even reached, we're not even close to the most powerful, we're not even close to most of the most powerful countries in Africa, talk more even in the world. So I don't think so.
Okay, Pascaline, I don't seem to understand them because Nigeria is often referred to as giant of Africa. So,
Sir,
what's your take on
we are
this?
referring to the giant of Africa because of our population and our size. But if you think about it, we're not even close because if you take looks at see South Africa and Egypt, most of them are more powerful. It's just our size and our resources that they're referring to as giant.
Pascaline, do you think so?
No, I don't think Nigeria can ever be the most powerful country in the world because it's too corrupt and they can never cooperate in their life. And the politicians are too bad. So,
People should give me a little hope
Say what
now.
I said that Nigeria.
Give me a little hope. This is our country. And I think it is going to be possible if you have right leaders in place. Don't you think so?
So even if you have the best
Maybe.
leader, so even if you have the best leader, the citizens have to cooperate too, because he's not going to be everywhere at the same. He's not going to be everywhere, and people are. It's not only the leaders in Nigeria. In everywhere, in every single place, there's always a corrupt person. So you can't tell me that even if the leaders are saints, that they are going to force their citizens, they are going to use police and force their citizens to be not to be corrupt because they can't follow them everywhere.
Wow, this is actually powerful. Well, at this time, we're actually discussing probability. Let's just get back to probability and allow Nigeria to be for now. If not, I think if you want to discuss Nigeria, we'll stay here till tomorrow and talk about it. Why things are not working and why things should work right. Of course, that has been the perception of so many people, not just perception, but the reality of what is obtainable in our country. But if we have the right, even if we have the right leaders in place, is also going to, maybe it can bring a little change, but we also need to have what we call attitudinal change in the followers, because if that is not in place, no matter how good the leader is, the follower need to be transformed to be able to follow up that good leader to do the right thing. But at least change must begin from somewhere. I feel that if we have good leaders in Nigeria, it's possible for this change to be, it might not necessarily be sudden, but it can just be gradual. So there are chances that a woman can become the president of this country if women actually fight very, very hard for it. And the women, just like Francis said, should have a little time to cooperate among themselves. I think we are almost having 50-50 in terms of population of men and women in this country. And that means women stand a very good chance of becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And well, for school resuming next month, the probability is low, very, very low, because there are certain things that must be put in place for school to resume back. And Nigeria becoming the most powerful country in the world, yes, it's possible, but promise says not in this century. And Pascaline said Never. But let's see how it goes. Maybe when we have a right leader, we will know how far we can go from there. So I want to thank you very much for your various contributions to today's class. It's wonderful to have you here, and we hope that we have a better discussion subsequently. So please keep your mind up, and very, very soon, we hope that the necessary change that we're expecting in this country will surely come. So thank you very much for coming. Tomorrow, in our subsequent class, we shall discuss more on this. Discuss more on this. Any question?
No,
No.
sir.
All right. So that will be all for now. So have a wonderful weekend.